What's up, y'all? So we are getting ready for a big mud event for Memorial Day weekend, which is at the end of this month. We are going to Hog Waller again, our favorite place. Great trails. It's a huge place, tons of water, mud, and it's close to the house. What more could we ask for? So I went out to drag the four-wheeler out of the barn because it has been sitting in the barn collecting cockroaches and spider webs. The battery's completely dead and I didn't have a battery charger, so we had to make a trip to Rural King, and I have a new battery charger, and we are going to drag this thing out, and I'm going to put it in the new metal building my dad built back here. Get it out of there, get it out of the nasty spider-filled barn that's just getting crammed full of crap. It's just so full of everything. So then we're gonna figure out what's wrong with this thing. So the battery died and I don't know why. So I hooked up a electric fan switch to this thing. After I did that, the battery died for no reason, it seemed like. So I think maybe this thing is grounding out weird, is drawing power or something. I gotta figure it out. I've got 3 weeks. We gotta go through this. That way we can go run the hell out of it again at Hog Waller. So this is actually the barn find that I rebuilt. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I'll put a little info card up, maybe here, or let's get going. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell's wrong with this thing. All right, it's disgusting. This is how long it's been since I've ridden it. You see those cobwebs? I don't know if you can see the cobwebs. They're there. It's gross. There you go. Look at that guy. Gross. I've got my helper. Hi, Daisy. You say hey? Yeah. So here's the all the dead battery chargers. So I went and hooked up a battery charger. It didn't work. Hooked up another battery charger. Didn't work. Surely the third one would be fine. Didn't work. I went and bought a brand new battery charger. I like this one because it's got this like little digital like readout that actually shows where the battery's at. A lot of the older battery chargers, you put them on and you see it's charging, but you have no idea where it's at. So at least this one, it doesn't give me an actual percentage of charge, but it does tell me whether it's at 50%, 75, 100. So at least I get an idea. So I'm gonna hook it to this battery. This battery is stone dead. I'm probably just gonna use the engine jump, get it started, get it over in the building. Actually, I gotta clean it off because I hate working on it when it's disgusting like this. We're gonna clean it, get it in the new metal building, and then we're gonna run through this thing and see if we can find maybe if that's what's happening, if my fan switch is shorting out or it's grounding out, drawing power. Is it a fuse? Is the stator bad? I hope it's not the stator because I hate doing the stators on these things. They're a pain in the ass, but let's get it out. Let's get this jumped and see what we can figure out. Open this bad boy up. All right, and all the paperwork I don't need. So this thing is pretty hefty. I always found that when you're getting a battery charger, the lighter it is, the shittier it is. This one's nice and heavy. Hopefully this will be a good one and it'll last us, because I am rough on these things, and apparently so is everyone else. Pretty sure this one here, similar. This is one that wasn't working that I found. I think a cow stepped on it. So you're on a farm, what are you gonna do? All right, black on black, red on red. Get it plugged in. All right, we're lit up. So it's on 20 amp, it's green. It's the AGM. I'm gonna switch it to standard. I got a green light, therefore I know it's getting power, right? So the battery was obviously stone dead. I already knew that. Now I know it's working, we're getting power flow. All I gotta do is hit the starter and see. It'll probably barely turn over. Nothing. All right. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to hook it off this boost. All right, we're gonna hook it up to the engine boost and we're gonna see if we can get this thing to turn over. Jump start, 80 amp, and it's doing nothing. So that tells me we have a bad fuse. Let me hunt this fuse down, get it changed out, and then we're gonna crank this thing up. Fingers crossed. Battery boost is on and dead. It's telling me it's got a bad connection or it's just really that friggin' dead. So we're gonna let it sit on this boost for a little bit, probably like 5 minutes. That should give it enough juice. Should crank up. It's 80 amps. So it's definitely something. We got a bad connection. Yeah, it should get big power. Stand by. I had the battery on charge all night and came out and it's still dead, which led me to believe that the battery is actually bad, which makes no sense because it's literally 14 months old. Guess when the warranty goes out? At 12 months. That's just always the way it seems to go. I grabbed my trusty battery tester. All right, let me show you that. All right, so here's a tester. You can see that, but it pretty much, you put a load on it, you hook it positive, negative, you put a load on it. It actually pulls the load off the battery. It could tell you whether or not it is good or bad. I hooked that battery up and it didn't even register. It was so bad, which again makes no sense because it was brand new. But those testers are awesome. Everybody should have one because they are really convenient to have. So I'm gonna throw in this new battery. I just went to Rural King, bought a new battery. I've got the old standard acid filled battery. We're gonna hook it up. I hope that's what it is. And then we can get back and get this show on the road. So here is your, it's like using distilled water, I guess, is what a lot of them do. You put that in there, and that's what actually lets the electric charge flow past all the lead. Let me do that, and then we'll throw it in. All right, so I went ahead and read the directions, and it comes with the electrolyte fluid. It's got these little like perforated tops. All you do is pull this plastic top off of it. So we peel this off, this will come off, this will go like that, it'll fill it. And it says it's an hour minimum to charge it. So I'm just gonna throw it on just a 2 amp, we're gonna charge it for an hour, come back out, throw it in. This will work, I'm fully confident. Because I know that battery is bad. That's got to be what it was. We're going to crank this thing up, and again, we're going to wash it, get everything loaded, get ready for Hog Waller. All right, so it has these like little, almost like the peel tops, like you would have on, I don't know, like if you bought some kind of silicone or something, it's got that, you got to take the cap off, pull that little silver thing off. That's what it had on it. And in the battery itself, it's got like these kind of sharp points where the fluid goes in. So you just mash that down, and I can hear it slowly going. I'll show you the bubbling if you can see. 5 hours has been, 4.5 maybe. I'm just tired of waiting, so brand new battery is in. Nice battery there. Everything looks good. I'm not gonna put it all the way in. I'll come over here and boom. All right. This thing usually cranks right up. I don't want to jinx it, but. Oh, beautiful. So there you go. 14-month-old battery was already bad. I assumed it wasn't the battery, it was gonna go through everything, and I'm glad I got that battery tester out. Literally stupid if I didn't. So a 5-second little check, and that saved me a bunch of time. So that battery I got was like a $170 battery. This one I just got at Rural King was 75 bucks with the core. Stupid. I should not have a $170 battery go bad like that. So, and now we can finally go run this. I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to. I thought it was gonna be a stator or something, but let's get it over there. Let's go ahead and clean it up and then get it in the shop because my fan isn't working. All right, so got it all cleaned up, and we are gonna go ahead and see if we can get this switch working. It should be something simple. It's probably a ground or maybe a cut power wire going somewhere. I don't know. We're gonna dive in, figure it out. This is my power wire, so simple, obvious is to look at the fuse, and the fuse is fine. It's never the first thing. All right, so I thought about instead of the test light, I'll just take the switch off. That way, if it's the switch, I know it's bad. So I bypassed the switch, touched these two hot wires together, and nothing. I looked and I said, you know what, let me check the fuse one more time. If you look at the fuse when you pull it out, it's actually kind of offset, so they're not perfectly parallel. And the one prong slipped behind the rubber that protects the actual metal insert. Literally, the fuse was just in wrong. So I touched these two together now. And now I have a fan. Something as stupid as that, you check the fuse is good, and it was still the fuse. So the Defender should be good. That was the only thing I was worried about, was the fan not working, and obviously our battery situation, which luckily that wasn't anything crazy, so ready to roll. So all I gotta do is find the two screws. I don't know where the hell I put them. It's typical though. I lose shit all the time on this. Bad battery, so it wasn't the stator wiring. Don't have to deal with that. The fan, it was just a fuse that wasn't put in right. Simple as that. So now we're ready for Hog Waller. All right, y'all, so we've got the Prairie ready to go. Next step is going to be this guy. I've been putting this off for a while. I have not upgraded the steering on this thing yet because the TCP rack is $1,400 and I'm too cheap to spend $1,400. So I went ahead and got a new rack. This thing was $160. I figured I can put, what, 8 of these on by the time I do the TCP. Granted, I have the labor and effort of doing it. Eventually we will upgrade, but I just don't feel like doing it at the moment. So I'll show you why I'm doing it. It's not like the end of the world, but we're definitely getting a lot of vibration in the front end and we're getting ready. I want to go ahead and get it done and over with because we've got hunting season coming up. So we'll be down in South Florida using this thing out in the swamps and I don't want it to be an issue then. The mud hole is the mud hole. If it breaks, it breaks. It's not a big deal. If I'm out in the woods at the camp and it's 10 miles out in the woods, then that's a big deal and I don't want that to happen. So let me show you what we got. All right, so we got that. You can see the boot came off, it rotted, but that's where the issue is. You can hear that clunking. So with these big tires on this thing, all that weight out there when you're riding and you're hitting bumps and that constant like back and forth, you know, these arms just aren't built that come out of this rack strong enough. It's pushing it up and down over and over and over. Plus the boot came off. Well, the boot just rotted and water got up in there. So, you know, it happens. It is what it is. That's one of the weak points on these Defenders. So I just shake the wheel a little bit and you can see the play. Pretty much the easiest way to tell if you got a problem or not. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing off, get this one thrown back in, and then that'll be ready. The Prairie will be ready. Let's get going with this. All right, steering is in. It was a pretty simple process, just time consuming. I'm gonna do a quick alignment and we should be good. I can load this thing up and then we got a couple other projects we're gonna get to. Get ready to go to Hog Waller. All right, y'all, so I finally got most of the like honeydews as far as this, I swear. I feel like I know what I'm gonna say and then I sound like an idiot. Take 5. So, is it coming out? Is it on the ground? From that damn battery. All right, so we're getting loaded up. We're sweeping because it's just gets dirty from sitting. Taylor's sweeping, I'm not sweeping. We've got some brown water coming out. I thought it was the battery. It is not the battery. It looks like it's coming from above. Huh, so it looks like we got a leak somewhere. So there are like the marker lights that were on this trailer and I never took them off. I just kind of painted around them, so that's what that is right there. I'd be willing to bet that that started leaking, so, but I don't care because it's not leaking that bad and we're going right now. Good job, Taylor.
Thank you.
Go to the swag. New swag. Fancy. We always seem to be bringing it and then we get sidetracked and we never distribute it. So if you're watching this, it's too late now to come find us, but find us at the next one and we might have it with us.
I'm trying to look to see what all we have.
Oh yeah. Hoodies.
Jacket.
The hoodie's already in there. Long sleeves in there.
Yep.
So I had that all in there, and Memorial Day is usually super hot and miserable. It's been like 91 for the past week for the high and like 80 for the low. And there's been a bunch of rain, which is good for the water. Well, it should be a little muddier. The dust will be down, but it's bringing a cold front apparently because I think Saturday morning, Sunday night, the low is 56, which is crazy for May in Florida. And the high is only like 78, so it's going to be beautiful. But guarantee you people won't dress for it. We have long sleeves, we have hoodies, we have camo zips. All right, why Taylor is focused on organizing, which is completely unimportant at this time, but that's my wife, of course. She has to be organized for no reason. I'm gonna go get the four-wheeler because it is getting black and I hear thunder and lightning cracking in the distance. I want the four-wheeler inside because I don't want it wet, load it up, and then it's dripping water all over the place. Get the side-by-side on, then I'm done. We can do all this folding later, Taylor, later. I'm just gonna throw the tarp down for now. Super simple. I don't care if it covers everything now because again, I'm just preventing the little small oil leaks, if there are any, to not get on the floor. When we're leaving though, that thing's gonna be covered in mud. So I will put the whole thing down. We'll load it up and almost wrap the four-wheeler in the tarp. That way, all the nastiness that drips off it as it's drying doesn't get all over the floor. We unload it. We pull the tarp out. Clean floor. Oh, it's so tempting, Taylor. So tempting. If you have watched the other videos, I usually drag a huge mattress, like an actual mattress. So this time, what we get, Taylor? It's a queen mattress. So when I do some videos out there this weekend, I'll show y'all this thing aired up. Actually has its own headboard, which is pretty sweet. And it's a built-in pump, just with a 110 cord. Plug it in, turn the thing, blows itself up. When you're done, you turn it the other way, it sucks all the air out, fold it up, and here we go. Much easier, saves us a ton of room, and I can bring way more stuff, and I have a lot more room for activities now. This area is never organized.
I want bins. I want storage bins.
I want a toilet made out of solid gold, Taylor. It's a lot of things. You can shit in one hand and wish in the other, and we'll see which one fills up first. How about that?
Take me to the dollar store.
Take me to the dollar store. Super classy over here. How about the Family Dollar?
No.
No.
Dollar General.
Dollar General. Dollar General. We can go to Target. It's Pride Month over there. All right, y'all, I almost forgot. So we have our 32-ounce tumbler, which we have slim can koozies. We have like 4 other ones. I don't know. The slim can koozies are awesome. These are fantastic too. They're actually coming out with one that has a handle. It's got the fancy, nice lid to it. Really great cups, like the Yeti cups, but just better. This is powder coated. This is laser etched. It's never coming off. So be sure to check out the website. We're gonna have all this fun stuff on there. Subscribe, like the video. We'll shoot out certain discounts. We go find our likes. We send those guys discounts. So go like the video. What are you gonna do about it?
Punch you.
Hold on. I gotta stretch. This door's heavy. It doesn't have the assist. Lift with your back in a twisting, jerking motion. Oh, fuck. That thing's heavy. Always stuck in there. Beautiful. All right, so now we are going to load the side-by-side up on what is left of the trailer. It fits, trust us. I'll throw up a little link to another video that shows you just how close it is. Or I could just show you now. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll figure it out. It makes it easier because I know I have to ram the back of this thing and then it's going to fit. So that'll give us just enough room to close the ramps. It's got plenty of room on the trailer. The problem is when I close the ramps and the tailgate sticks back, it's like this far when I put it. Plenty of room this time. Either it's shrunk or the trailer got longer. I don't know which. Usually the older things get, the smaller they get. I don't think that's the case with this. Like a glove. Oh yeah, let me go grab the new fancy ratchet straps my dad got. They work fantastic for this because all our other ratchet straps are like 30 foot long that we use to wrap to throw over the top of the hay bales when we had the hay stacked on this thing. And then I have 25 feet of tail. I gotta wrap it around a million times if it comes untied. There's nothing I hate worse than when your ratchet strap, like the leftover, the unused part, whatever the hell you want to call it, is just flapping in the wind. Drives me nuts.
Where did mine go?
You have to be more specific. You're what?
The ratchet straps you got for me for Christmas.
Oh, they're here. I got Taylor a whole set of ratchet straps for Christmas.
Me being the key word.
She wants to contribute so much to all of this, I told her, instead of just plopping her ass in the seat there and looking good. All of this doesn't just happen. I wanted her to know. So now she can contribute with her own ratchet straps.
I feel like you owe me another Christmas present.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting doors. Let me go get the ratchet straps. All right, so I ended up needing Taylor's Christmas straps after all. Oops, it's that big.
Better hurry it up.
All right, so that's as tight as that's gonna get. The chain will not fall off. All right. So wrap once, got some compression on that back spring, so that spring's gonna be pulling up against it. It's pulling up against the front. It's not going anywhere.
Seriously, what are you doing with the pool noodles?
So Taylor's got the pool noodles that she's very curious about, but it's badass charbroil. Charbroil.
Charbroil?
It's a charbroil. It's a charbroil. I don't have anything to
How
drink.
many? I was like, how many Trulies did you
I
have?
literally had nothing. So the pool noodles are actually a thing I saw on the internet, apparently. I don't remember. I know I didn't come up with it myself. And I'm not gonna tell you until we get out there because Taylor wants to know bad too. And she's not gonna find out until we do it either. Load your noodles. So we've got the four-wheeler inside, side by side on the back, the tramper's chained down, we have our bed, we have our little shade tent for the back, we have our pool noodles, stay tuned for that. The last thing we're doing is filling up our water reservoir. I leave this in here. One of these hoses, I just dunk it in there, and that feeds our shower and the Redneck hot water heater, which we have to try. So I haven't tried it yet, so if you want to see that build, check that out. We're gonna test it this weekend, and that should be about it, guys. And as I'm finishing this up, it's overflowing. Be sure to subscribe, like, stay tuned.